Victoria Lee. I would like the world to see me as someone who is an authentic person, and I'm real. And hopefully that anyone else who wants to pursue their passion just jumps on any opportunity that they can get. What I'm doing is just like what everyone else is doing. It's just not everyone is able to have the platform to share their story, and hopefully I can be relatable to people and show that whatever they want to achieve is not so far out of reach if only you have the right people around you.
Dearest Victoria, I am so super proud of you. This is a new chapter unfolding before you, and I'm so excited to see what this chapter entails. It's always an adventure. I love you, baby girl.
Hi, baby. I am so excited for your upcoming match. I've seen how hard you worked for this moment, and you deserve the win more than anyone else.
Hey, Sprout. I am so excited for you. I'm so proud of you and all the work that you've been putting in. I know you're going to do amazing. I love you so much.
I used to kind of make fun of my brothers and sisters for crying after they won, but I understand, it's so emotional. I know my family's all back home watching right now, and I'm so grateful for them.
Victoria Lee was the 2019 IAAF Junior World Champion, a two-time Pancration Champion, and a 2020 Hawaii State Wrestling Champion.
That was the Hawaii champion, placed third in last year's state tournament, a sophomore from Mililani, Victoria Lee. Your champion, girls weight class 117, from Mililani, Victoria Lee. And in your final match of the evening, boys weight class 220, another battle.
She was an up-and-coming top prospect in women's MMA. Victoria Lee came from a family of decorated fighters. She trained out of United MMA, her family-owned gym in Hawaii.
Now it's time for Victoria Lee to put it all together.
I'm training in the best gym in the world, United MMA, and I can't wait to showcase my skills. We're pressure-based fighters, and we go for the finish.
Her brother and sister are title holders in one championship. Her brother Christian is a four-time champion and currently holds belts in the lightweight and welterweight divisions.
Not really emptying the gas tank, just picking his shots and landing big, big punches.
Huge shots. Can Lee survive it? He's out on his feet. Lee is out on his feet right now.
The shoot. You need to take down. You can't keep eating these shots.
His legs are not underneath him enough to take a shot.
Christian took a beating in the first round of that championship fight against Abasov, but he showed he has the heart of a lion and came back to win by TKO.
I'm here with Christian Lee and his beautiful family. My man, what a war. I gotta talk about the elephant in the room, but how badly were you hurt in the first round?
I give Abasov credit, man. He was the champion for a reason. Very tough dude. As you can see, I left it all in the ring, man. I can hardly carry these two belts. But yeah, man, I didn't know where I was. But, you know, a true champion never quits, and so I found a way to come back. Adrian, can you come over here?
We gotta get rid of one of these belts, man. He's having a hard time. You guys gonna make him hold that belt? That's like 50 pounds of gold. Christian Lee, what was going through your mind when you were hurt so bad? How did you dig so deep into you to realize the performance you just had?
It's the training, man. There's no way around hard work. And that's the truth. In the cage here, there's no shortcuts. What you put in is what you get out. So I had an amazing team. As always, my coach, my dad, he's in my corner, helping me strategize. My little brother, the next champion right there, Shakur Rashid, top wrestler in the nation, working his way over to MMA. I mean, the list goes on. Got so many friends back home, Maki Patolo. My whole training room was full this camp, and I was able to get in. Great work, and without that, I wouldn't have been able to push, because I'm telling you, these rounds were brutal.
Yes, they were. I want you to take a look up here at the big screen. I'm gonna make you work a little bit, and I want you to talk me through that finish, because once he just had such a good chin. He was taking everything you had. How did you change direction and find the finish?
Fuck, it's crazy, man. Abasov is so tough. He's got an extremely good chin, and he made me dig deep every last ounce of me to get that finish today, so props to him.
Well, now you got two of the biggest belts in the world that you can wear around your shoulders, and you've also got $50,000 for that performance here tonight from Chatri Sityodtong, the CEO of One Championship.
Thank you, Chatri. I'm so happy. That's such an amazing award to achieve, and first one went to my baby girl, second one's going to my next baby on the way.
Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna have you go celebrate your victory with your beautiful family. The new two-division world champion, Christian Lee!
Final thought, Rich.
You guys were a great crowd. I'm honored to be back here fighting in front of you guys. Thank you very much for coming. All my friends and family back home watching on Amazon Prime, everyone at my gym, Victoria Lee holding it down. Everybody, thank you so much for everyone that helped me on this journey. Thank you.
Everyone at my gym, Victoria Lee holding you down.
Her sister Angela is a two-time pancration champion and a Double HSAA wrestling champion. She's also the current One Championship atomweight title holder. She won her title in 2016 and is the youngest to have ever won a championship in a top-tier organization at just 19 years old.
Angela Lee, every time she steps in, we see her get better. We see her adding new tricks. Her wrestling improves. Her striking is better. She's consistently evolving as a martial artist.
The variation of her submissions is just astounding.
Angela Lee, Mei Yamaguchi 2 for the Atomweight World Championship in Singapore has been the match that the world has been waiting for.
This, to me, is one of the most anticipated bouts of 2018. Angela Lee captured the belt by the most minute margin imaginable. razor-thin decision. Angela says she wants to get a finish here against Mai Yamaguchi. She's been working her BJJ, tightening up her submissions, getting even more varied in her already incredibly varied submission arsenal.
Now, the big question is where is Angela Lee's mindset gonna be? She was involved in a traumatic car accident and suffered some pretty serious injuries. Is she gonna be able to bounce back?
Yamaguchi knows the whole crowd in Singapore is gonna be in Angela Lee's corner that night. And you know that this time Mai Yamaguchi knows she cannot leave it in the hands of the judges. She knows she's got to do more. And to take the belt off Angela in Singapore? Are you kidding me? But if anyone can do it, it's crafty veteran Mai Yamaguchi.
And finally, 12 days out from her second career title defense at the 1FC Atomweight Championship, Mililani's Angela Lee hit the road today for Singapore and, of course, alongside the 20-year-old champ, her mother, Jules. The multiple discipline black belt and instructor at the Families United MMA gym in YPO provides Angela and her little brother Christian, a rising star in the featherweight division, unequaled guidance and support both in and out of the cage.
I've always said that being a mom is the most important priority for me, and I always want to be able to be there for my children. So everywhere from teaching them how to walk, how to talk, and now training. You know, I always just want to make sure that whatever they do, they are always prepared. So it definitely is a blessing that I can still continue to prepare and help the children in everything they do. I just feel that it's my purpose, you know, to be I have one job, to be a great mom. And so that is my what I strive to do every day.
My bond with my mom is very unique. I don't think there's anything like it. Yeah, some people think it's crazy because I'm in the cage with my mom and, you know, throwing punches and kicks at her, but they don't understand that, you know, she's not any normal mom, you know. She's been in my shoes, she's been a competitor and a coach for her whole life, and so it's just natural for us.
I've always told her, you are meant to do great things. You really are meant to touch lives and really impact the world. So now to see it come to fruition is such a blessing. You know, it really is a different day today. And to be able to empower the little girls who become the beautiful young ladies you see today is such an amazing, amazing responsibility that we are very, very blessed to be able to take on.
Now, to learn more about the youth and adult classes at United MMA instructed by Jules' husband Ken and the Lee children, you can visit our website KJON2.com. As for Angela, she'll face fellow unbeaten Estela Nunez May 26th in Singapore. Love the relationship that they have. Unbelievable.
Great story. Brings tears to my eyes. Thank you for that story. What a great mom.
Women's Atomweight World Champion.
This will be my 5th title defense. Now that I'm a mom and now that I have a baby, my why is going to be greater, and I think that I'm going to be able to dig deeper and find a way to win. I'm so lucky and so grateful that I have an amazing support system. We are a close, loving family. We have been incredibly successful. I've been the reigning champion since 2016. This will be my first ever world title fight as a mom. There are levels in this game. There are levels in this game.
The young Prodigy had some big shoes to fill, coming from a martial arts dynasty like that of the Lee family. On September 30th, 2020, Victoria Lee became the youngest fighter to ever sign with one championship.
today my special guest is the newest signing to One Championship. 16-year-old martial arts sensation Victoria Lee, joined by her big sister, world atomweight champion Angela Lee. First of all, I've got to say, Victoria, when I was 16 years old, I was focused on seeing City Slickers at the cinema. I was focused on what happens next in Beverly Hills 90210. But here you are, 16 years old, signing up to one of the most watched sporting organizations on the planet. How does it feel signing for the largest martial arts organization in the world at only 16 years old?
It's crazy. I still can't even believe that this is happening because it's something that I wanted for so long and it all just happened so fast. It's crazy.
How does it feel being not the first, not the second, but the third member of the Lee family to sign with One Championship, knowing that Big Bro and Big Sis are both current world champions?
It's so awesome that I get to, now I'm part of this journey with them and I get to watch them and follow in their footsteps.
Angela, it's got to be a big thrill for you as well. I mean, you've seen Christian come through, follow in your footsteps, attain a world title, and now Victoria, who's one of your main training partners, as well as younger sister, entering One Championship, entering the big game.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited for Victoria. The whole family, we were just thrilled when we got the news and we've been celebrating ever since. Victoria is so talented and I cannot wait for you guys to see what skills she has when she makes her debut.
There have been so many reactions worldwide on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, since Chatri Sityodtong announced the signing of you, Victoria, just a few days ago. There's been the positives, there have been the negatives. We know the positives have been fantastic, but how have you reacted to the negative criticisms that have come your way on social media?
I'm so appreciative for all the support that I've been getting online. And as for the negative comments, I don't read into much to it. It doesn't bother. I try not to let it bother me.
Angela, what I really like hearing that comment from your younger sister is the level of maturity. I don't know too many teenagers who are entering into such a big contract who would have that level of maturity to answer a question like that.
Yeah, Victoria, honestly, she is wise beyond her years. Ever since she was little, we kind of called her like an old soul. She loves oldies music and she's just very, very mature for her age. And that's why I think she is really well able and equipped to handle all that comes with this fame and this path that she's chosen. So I think she's gonna do just fine, especially with the help of the family.
Victoria, do you have an inkling yet as to when your debut might be?
I would love to make my debut soon this year. However, with this whole COVID situation, it's kind of tricky and it's up to my coaches and One Championship. I don't know when I'll be debuting it.
When an athlete enters the biggest stage of all at such a young age, there can often be overwhelming pressure. I remember Jennifer Capriati in tennis many years ago came in as a teenager, full of potential, but there were a lot of problems because of the pressure the media and pundits, experts put, the overwhelming expectation on Capriati. I've got to ask you, Victoria, how do you feel when someone like Chatri Sityodtong claims you are the single greatest pound-for-pound female prospect today in mixed martial arts on the planet? That's a direct quote from Chatri. It's got to put a lot of pressure on you. How do you feel when you hear Chatri say something like that?
Well, first off, I'm super appreciative for all of the support and praise that Mr. Chatri has given me. It does seem like a lot of pressure and expectations, but I've been training really hard. I'm really focused, and luckily I have my family to support me. And I just can't wait to make my debut and get it started, show everybody what I can do.
Angela, I believe Chatri has also said that at 16 years old, Victoria is already better than you were at the same age.
That's 100% correct. The things that Victoria is learning and the things that she's mastering today is the same things that me as a world champion, I'm learning the same things. Christian, he's learning the same things and she's doing it just as well, even better sometimes. So 100% agree with that. I mean, MMA, it's an evolving sport, and you know, she's just soaking up all that knowledge, and she's thriving with it, and you know, she's very, very excited.
Angela, being the elder of the children in the Lee clan, is it a little scary for you though? I mean, first of all, you saw Christian come in, you saw him have to, you know, scratch and claw his way towards a world title, and what a great young world champion he is now, but you saw the hardships he went through, and knowing Victoria will have to go through similar hardships to get to the top in what I always say is the most stacked, the most heated, the most competitive division in all of one championship. Does it, you know, does it concern you? Does it worry you? Do you have a little bit of, you know, is a little bit of a fear in you knowing what she's got to get through to get to the top?
Yes, you know, part of me as an older sister, I do worry about Victoria, and I do know what's ahead of her, and I know that there's going to be a lot of challenges and there's going to be a lot of adversity, but just seeing the journey that I've been on and how much I've grown as a person, as a martial artist, going through these battles and overcoming this adversity, and it teaches you so much about life, and that's what I'm really excited for Victoria. I think there's so much to come. There's going to be good things, there's going to be bad things, but what matters most is that you keep fighting through it, you overcome it, and you grow as a person.
Well, I cannot wait to see what the Lee family do in the future. We've already got 2 world champions, Angela and Christian, into number 3. Victoria Lee at only 16 years old. And young lady, I cannot wait. Thank you, Victoria, and thanks, Angela.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael.
Victoria Lee is the youngest competitor in one championship history. The talent is there. The pedigree is there. Now it's time for Victoria Lee to put it all together on the biggest stage in the world.
All the hype is coming from the fact that I'm training in the best gym in the world, United MMA, and I can't wait to showcase my skills. We're pressure-based fighters and we go for the finish. My goal is to become a world champion one day, whenever that may be.
Victoria is similar to her brother and sister. She is very aggressive, explosive, very fast. They always have an urgency to get the job done as quickly as possible.
I am so excited for Victoria's debut. I'm very proud of her. She's been training so hard for this. She's a 16-year-old phenom. She already has all the skills to win this match. Physically, she's beyond prepared. She just has to keep focused and she has to keep her nerves under control.
I'm nervous, but I would say more excited. I just can't wait to get in the ring and stay true to myself. There's a ton of pressure on me right now, but my family's helped me to deal with it.
She's been working for this opportunity ever since she was a young child. I'm very proud of all the work she's put into this fight camp, and I know that she's going to come out victorious.
My family's been very supportive of me. The advice has really helped me realize that when I'm feeling nervous, have faith and find strength in my family and my team.
Most proud of us being a very close and loving family. That is the main ingredient for our success. Everything we do is motivated by our desire to help each and every one of our family members.
Of course, there's nothing to really prepare you for what to expect. It's just such a huge moment. I think she's gonna deal with the pressure just fine. Victoria's been coming with us to these events since she's 10 years old. She knows what happens behind the scenes, what to expect. Now it's her turn to be the star of the show.
I think she has a healthy approach to competition. All 4 of my children have been competing in various forms of martial arts since they're very young. So they understand what it takes, the effort, the work ethic that's involved, and they also understand the pros and cons, wins and losses, all part of the game.
The path that we've signed up for is definitely not easy, but if we put in the work, it'll be worth it in the end.
Victoria made her debut to One Championship in February 2021. She defeated her opponent via rear naked choke and then went on a 3-fight winning streak.
Victoria Lee, such a position Victoria was in for much of the first round, and she's got her! She's got her! Victoria Lee taps out Sinisa Season in the second round. It's a victorious debut for the 16-year-old Prodigy.
Hero time in getting her out of there.
Sorry, I forgot the question.
That's okay. You can see that once you threw her to the ground.
Victoria Lee, I know you said there's a lot of pressure that comes with the Lee family name, but it looks like you're living up to it. How do you feel?
Oh, honestly, man, I used to kind of make fun of my brothers and sisters for crying after they won, but I understand it's so emotional. This week has been an emotional roller coaster. It was a lot of pressure, but I wouldn't have made it through without my mom and dad, and I know my family's all back home watching right now, and I'm so grateful for them.
After her first 3 victories, she decided to take some time off to focus on school. When she first signed her contract, many questioned if it was too much pressure for a teenager. But Victoria seemed to handle it well. But did she? After some time off, she was set to return in January of 2023.
When did you first realize that your ambition was to sign with One Championship and follow in the footsteps of Christian and Angela?
I would have to say after the Junior World Championships in Europe, that's when I decided that this is the path I wanted to take. I wanted to become a professional fighter.
So you're the youngest fighter to sign with a major MMA promotion. How prepared do you feel? How ready do you feel for this opportunity?
I feel that I'm prepared. I've been training really hard. I've trained with world champions on a daily basis. I feel that I'm prepared, and I'm really excited to compete with professionals.
16 is pretty crazy young to be competing in the toughest sport in the world in a lot of people's eyes. So for those people who say that maybe a 16-year-old shouldn't be competing at that level, what would you say to that?
Well, I've been training since I was 3 years old. I do train in the best gym, at the best gym in the world, United MMA Court. And I trusted my coach and my team to let me know that if I'm ready, when I'm ready to take the next step up in competition.
Do you have any rough idea? Has that been discussed at all? Like, are we looking at this year, next year? And also, do you know if there's any almost like legal issues? Because some countries maybe doesn't allow 16-year-olds to compete in MMA. It depends where it is, right? But do you know roughly?
I don't know, like, for the legal part of which countries I can compete. I'm not sure of that. That may affect when I'm able to compete, depending on where One Championship has their shows. So, I don't know yet, sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Victoria did not make it to her 4th fight. On January 7, 2023, the MMA world was shocked by the news that the young Prodigy had passed away. But her sister Angela revealed in a post on social media that she had passed away weeks earlier, on December 26th. On December 26th, our family experienced something no family should ever have to go through. It is incredibly difficult to say this. Our Victoria passed away, she wrote in the post. She has gone too soon, and our family has been completely devastated since then. We miss her. More than anything in this world, our family will never be the same. Life will never be the same. No cause of death has been given for the young Prodigy. And when you top that with the fact that the sister released the date weeks later, it makes you wonder, what caused the death of Victoria Lee? With her passing coming just weeks before she was set to return, it has left many questioning whether her death was the result of a vaccine injury. While others are speculating that it was a possible suicide because her sister told people to check on their loved ones in the public statement. Each and every little thing makes me think of you, Angela wrote in her Instagram post. Please give our family grace and respect during this most difficult time. And please, check on your loved ones. Keep checking on them. Give them hugs and tell them how much they mean to you, because you just never know. Only the Lee family would have answers as to what caused the death of Victoria Lee. And for now, they have yet to reveal anything. Shortly after the passing of the young Prodigy, it was announced that the Lee family gym would be closing its doors forever.
Hi, I'm Victoria Lee. I would like the world to see me as someone who is an authentic person, and I'm real.
I'd like to dedicate tonight to Victoria Lee. And may she live forever in one, you know. And everybody here, everybody around the world, please send your love and your prayers to the Lee family. You know, Ken and Jules as parents, I can't imagine what they're going through. And to Angela, to Christian, to Adrian, to all the loved ones. Thanks.